welcome to Face to Face with Abdul. Today, the 21st day of July 2022. I'm your host, Obidi Marco, and this day we are going to be meeting a very special person. The Labour Party, as you know, is now the beautiful bride that everybody wants to court in Nigeria, and it's been having this osmotic nature in its spread, you know, having the highest concentration from the southeast, and gradually it is now, getting filled up all over the country, other zones, northwest, northeast, north central, southwest, and of course the south. Everywhere is being taken over by the Labour Party. But today we are here with the Southeast National Vice Chairman of the Labour Party, the man who started it before it began to spread all over everywhere. And I'm talking about Chief Innocent Sunday Okeke Duragumba, one of Ihioma. He's right here with us now. Let's meet him. Good day, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Chief Sunday Innocent Okeke, you are the Duragumba, one of Ihioma. Let me start with your title. What's Duragumba? What does that signify?
Thank you for having me. Duragumba, one of Ihioma, signify in English, Agumba means a lion of the tribe.
Okay. The lion that protects the tribe.
Yeah, a lion of the tribe. So Duragumba, one of Ihioma, is the lion of the tribe of Ihioma.
Okay, so you're like the shield of the people there.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little about your background, because I know something must have informed the people before they gave you that type of title. So what's your background?
Nothing comes for nothing. You understand that whatever you do in life, people are watching you. In my place, my people reward hard work. If you are a very hardworking and good representative of the community, they take record. So I did not buy titles. My community found me worthy to be given a chieftaincy title. And out of my previous works and the way I have represented them in several areas, the paramount ruler of my place called upon me to come and pick up this title because I deserve it.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so how long have you been in Labour Party?
Yeah, I've been in Labour Party since 2006.
Wow.
And
you must have been a founding member.
Actually, I'm not one of the founding members. Labour Party was registered sometime in 2002 or thereabout.
Okay.
But we joined later. And we have been with the Labour Party till today, till date.
Okay. So your party is like the trailblazer in the Nigerian polity today. What do you think is responsible for that? Because it's not been happening all this while since 2002.
Yeah.
So what changed?
We are not surprised that Labour Party is making this wave. What changed is because the managers of Labour Party today decided that they will give it a new direction. Labour Party managers of today decided that we can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result. So they decided to change tactics with the coming of the present chairman, who took over March last year. And immediately he took over, he promised that he's going to give Labour Party a new face. He's going to re-engineer the Labour Party and position it for election, position it for winning election. And that he has just did. Okay. Because in the history of Labour Party, they have never presented a presidential candidates until now.
Okay.
The Labour Party have been, with the previous managers, it have been a party where other people who just want to try their luck, we just use it as I will call it pretenders then.
Okay.
But now
they use it to show off.
They show off, but now Labour Party have been positioned for contending, that's to go for contending. How do I put it?
Competition.
Yeah, competition. They go for competition and they win.
Okay. All right. So tell us about your presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, because it does seem he is the man at the center of the stage. So.
Yeah, I say. I will say it this way. If you have a good product, if you are a good product and you have a good marketer, you will make headline everywhere. Some people may not understand, but I will send it this way. P2B have been there for some time in PDP to Apoga, from Apoga to PDP. And P2B is a very a man with high integrity. P2B has his person, but he had been moving around maybe
the political space,
wrong places, until P2B, with his integrity, come in contact with a party with integrity. The two things come together and
ignites fire. Okay, you describe your party, the Labour Party, as a party with integrity.
Yeah.
Some people are now becoming afraid of the influx into your party, and they are saying, look, there are some politicians who Nigerians see as those who may have disappointed them in the past, and they are now finding their way into Labour Party. How are you going to manage that and maintain your integrity as a party?
There's something about political party in Nigeria is, one, Labour Party, we have our ideology and we have our manifesto, and it speaks of its own. But in Nigeria, many politicians don't act on ideology. They just, wherever there is opening, they go. To Labour Party, as a political party is open for everybody. You can't say, you can't stop people from joining a political party. It is left for people who want to join political party to read the manifesto of the political party, to know the ideology of the political party and know if it suits themselves. Like, let me go back to P2B. The ideology of Labour Party is exactly with that of P2B. Labour Party is a party that has human being at heart. That's why our image is that of family, with the wheel of industry surrounding it. And P2B is talking about human being, the economy, the industry, reengineering the nation, setting it on the way for production. But many people who are coming now may not have the same ideology. What they believe in is happening there. Let's go. Now your question is, how do we manage them? We will manage them. Many of them who came, you can take Imo State for instance. We are doing this in Imo State now. Many of them who came before now, the candidates we have, all of them are behaving the same way as the ideology of Labour Party prescribed. And that's why you are not seeing any
No rancor, no bickering.
No rancor, no bickering anywhere among the people. But these people who are coming now, I believe we will find a way of teaching them the tenets and dictates of the Labour Party. And I believe we will contend them.
Okay. Still on this fear, many Nigerians are worried that the way it is now, because it does seem that the Labour Party is now under attack by all the parties, including the ruling party and the other opposition parties. It seems that Labour Party is kind of nightmare to all of them, and Nigerians are afraid that if they don't succeed via these attacks, they might infiltrate the ranks of the party and probably disrupt your progress. I mean, still talking about checking them. Have you put in mechanisms to be able to, protect yourself from this kind of infiltration?
Yes.
Because people can pretend to join you.
This influence is not unexpected, because it's where things are happening. That is where people go. We are not disturbed about the influx of people, and we are not disturbed too again about them infiltrating. Although I don't understand what some people mean by infiltrating their ranks. I believe with the slogan in Nigeria today, everybody have suffered enough. Everybody is not talking about solution. Infiltrating the ranks to humiliate the party, to me, if that is the mind of many people coming, the question will be, to what advantage will it be to them? We are talking about building a nation and giving future to our coming generations. So I believe everybody that is coming to Labour Party today have the same mind, just like Peter Obi and his vice president. Their aim is to build the nation, and every other person that is coming also must have the same aim. Let us go and build up the nation, but not taking anything away. Those fears can be there. We are watching them. We have the mechanism on ground. That's why we are careful in putting people in position, both chairman and executive of the party, from national to local government to world. We are being very careful, and everybody have been asked to watch out. Whosoever that is coming to Labour Party with a questionable character, we don't just open our door for them. We are watching out for them. They will come, but we have a way of containing them.
Okay, talking about party administration, you oversee the 5 states of the Southeast, and I know that some politicians have defected from other parties to your party who want to contest election, and when they come with their structure, they come with their influences and all that. How have you been able to control that in the Southeast? Have there been moves by these new entrants, especially the candidates, to hijack the party structure, or have you been able to beat them into shape, as they will say in English language? Have you been able to beat them into shape to follow the laid down arrangements, so to speak? Or are there places you're having issues?
When we talk about this structure, it baffles me to understand what people mean by structure. To us in Labour Party, we believe that structure is human being.
Of course.
And if the structures are human being, then nobody will say Labour Party have no structure. Because the structures of Labour Party are the market women, they are the teachers, they are the downtrodden, they are the NLC, the TUC, name them, bus drivers. they are the structures of Labour Party. So when you ask me about people coming with their structure, I don't know what they really mean by structure. We have had structures on ground. It's just to harness them and put them in shape so that everybody will fit in. Or are we talking about the old structure that are mentioned in Nigeria, the structure that have put us in a very big mess? They talk about structure, and what we have today is structure that brings us death, structure that brings us hunger, structure that brings us enslavement. In all facets of life, all this structure they talk of have been anathema to us. So is it the economy that they have bastardized? So when people talk about structure, I tend to be confused. What structure are they talking about? Now we are talking about structure that is built on human being, that is built on integrity, that is built on service delivery. So those people that are coming with what they call structure, when they come, they will join the Labour Party force. They fall into line, and we have been putting the mechanism in place for them to fall in, and they are falling in gradually. As you can see, we are not having crisis anywhere. With the influx of people, okay, in Abia State, I don't think you are hearing there is any crisis. I'm taking Southeast as a case study. In Imo State, we are maintaining tranquility. Go to Anambra, do you see any issue being thrown up? Enugu State is there. Ebonyi State is there. So we are doing everything possible. With the influx of people coming, we are containing them, giving them position and respecting them while they respect us back.
Okay. All right, Chief Innocent Sunday Okeke, Duragumba 1 of Ihioma. So moving forward, how are people are talking about, so many people tend to describe the obedient movement as more of a social media hype. Is it a social media hype in reality? And what are you doing? What is your party doing to transform this social media hyping or whatever into real physical and boots on the ground structure for the Labour Party? Because some talk about obedient movement, some talk about P2OB, but they don't talk about Labour Party. How are you, married, how are you making those obedient and P2OB clamors to sync with Labour Party?
When people talk, let me take it from where you started. When people talk about obedient movement being social media hype, I laugh. Let them underrate it to their own peril. It can be social media hype. It is about a movement that is being driven by human, and the force behind it is just like a locomotive. So they are just giving it that name just to suit their argument. It's never a social media hype. If you interview everybody on the road, you will understand that everybody has key into this movement of obedient movement. I have interviewed taxi drivers, I interviewed artisans, all the young generation, because they believe that the older generation have enslaved them enough, and this is the time to liberate themselves. So the obedient movement is not only a social media hype, it's trickled down beyond what they are thinking. It has not started. The movement is on. Until before the real election, they will see that it is not a social media hype. And if you call it a social media hype, everybody has smartphone almost in Nigeria.
Yeah.
If we call it a social media hype, the number of people in Nigeria that is using smartphone or internet, will you call it, will you say it is baseless? It is not baseless because
they are human beings.
They are human beings.
And they exist.
They are getting the information.
Yeah.
They are making their own contributions. So the question he asked me is, how are we trickling it down so that it will have a real physical presence? Already we are doing it. We are doing it. We have our presence from the booth to the world, to local government, state, and the national. And as I'm talking to you now, Labour Party is doing a lot to reorganize all these areas. In the next few months, in the next few weeks, what you will see, or the result you will be seeing, will marvel the whole nation. One, the national vice chairman of Labour Party, representing the geopolitical zone, have been asked to go back to their zone and put these structures in place, because Nigeria talk about structure.
Yeah.
Let's use their terminology. Go and put what they call structure in place by deepening the message down to the boots. And already we are doing it all over the federation.
Okay.
Why they are using smartphone to make give information, we are deepening it physically into every nook and cranny, and all the units and booths will soon wear the color of Labour Party.
Okay, Chief, time is not really on our side, so we'll be rounding up here, and I want to end by asking you, what do you expect? What kind of Nigeria do you expect after Peter Obi may have won the presidential election, if it does? What is your promise to Nigerians, and what do you expect?
Number one, Peter Obi must win.
Are you so sure?
No doubt about that one. Peter Obi is winning the presidential election. Peter Obi is winning not because Peter Obi want to win election.
Yesterday, after the APC unveiled their vice presidential candidate, they visited the president. The president told them he's going to hand over to them.
Good.
So, does that not, does it not disturb you?
No, it didn't. It didn't disturb us because APC have been lying to Nigeria, and they keep lying. Every day they will come up with one lie. Everything about them is built on lie. They went to rent people to represent the Christian community yesterday, and they called them pope, bishops, and what have you. Is it the kind of people you will trust and believe they will tell you the truth? The people are becoming aware now. So I'm not disturbed about their president, the president telling them he will hand over to them. Well, let's watch and see.
Okay.
Power belongs to the people.
What about the electoral process? Do you trust INEC? Do you trust the electoral process? Do you have confidence in the electoral process?
Definitely, I trust INEC. INEC is improving by day. And today, INEC has gone a mile ahead to make sure they block every loophole. You can see what happened in Osun. If it was before, Osun is the hometown of Tinubu, Arubeshala, and many of them. But they couldn't win Osun. They couldn't win Osun because the young people decided that this old slogan must end. So, Labour Party is forming a new government at the end of this.
So, finally, once again, what are we going to expect in the Peter Obi government?
I ask Nigerians to expect a new Nigeria. I ask Nigerians to expect a total transformation from the old order to a new order. Peter Obi is coming there not because he wants to be president, but he saw it that is long overdue just like he said, he's going to transform Nigeria from consumption to production. And if you produce, you eat enough, both in agriculture, industry, in petroleum, in solid mineral, Nigeria will get the best they have been expecting to have.
All right, on that note of assurance, we've come to the end of the program. I want to thank Chief Innocent Sunday Okeke, Duragumba 1 of Ihioma Southeast, National Vice Chairman of the Labour Party, for speaking to us. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Okay, we're looking forward to continuously engaging you until this game is over, and probably when you would have won the election. Maybe we are going to come to Aso Rock to now interview.
No problem. Okay. We'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.